So outside of music, how else do you spend your time? Do you have other passions or hobbies?
Yeah. I draw, but I haven't done it in a while because I don't feel very like right now. The fuck do you draw? That's my vibe. Like, I've been like in the beginning of quarantine, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna draw flowers and trees, and then like shit like that, and like people and like rooms and stuff like that. But then you see all that shit every single day, and nothing new is happening because that you're like kind of like just chilling all the time. So like right now, drawing has been a little less of a thing for me because visual art for me usually pertains to like new sites and settings. So I've just been writing a fuck ton of songs. I watch a lot of movies. Like that's like been a really big thing for me right now, trying to like I never saw most movies before quarantine and everyone would reference movies all the time and I'd be like really oblivious to it. And then like this whole time I've been like director by director getting really into film.
What was the best one you saw?
Three good ones. I've seen like 250 movies on quarantine. Um, the three good ones are The Seventh Seal. It's a movie by Ingmar Bergman about a knight during the Black Plague that is playing chess with death, like the Grim Reaper. And
Topical.
it's a movie from the 50s or 40s or 60s maybe, but it's like I forget the era of Bergman. I've seen a lot of his movies recently. It has the main character is Max von Sydow, who is in The Exorcist. Um, he it's a Swedish movie, all in Swedish, and he just plays like an angry like knight that's like trying to find the meaning of life, and he's playing chess with death, and if he loses, it's the end. And there it's so loaded. It has so much like meaningful like philosophy and stuff in it that like my mind was blown. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is like really just an annoying whimsical movie." And then when you watch it again, it like if you're me, like a lot of people watched it the first time and were like, "This is fucking awesome." But like I watched it again and I was like, "This is absolutely incredible." I think it's because I was a lot more sad the second time I watched it, so I was just like, "Oh, okay, coming to terms with death. That makes sense. That's kind of wild." But then another one of the best movies I saw recently was Vertigo, Alfred Hitchcock. It's really wild. I'm not gonna ruin it for anyone. Also, The Wicker Man was really wild, like the one from the 70s, not the Nicolas Cage one. And that one was great because it's about being like deserted somewhere and like a pagan there's like a pagan group and it's like about like their like festivities for like harvest time. It's like really really rad. It's like very it's like religious horror, which is like kind of my thing. And Uncut Gems,
I saw that one.
badass movie, really really good. Adam Sandler was phenomenal in it. I was
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
I
forgot it was
was
him.
Yeah, no, I mean, probably the best movie, like, it didn't stick with me, but probably, like, the best movie I saw all of quarantine was The Godfather. But,
Nice.
and I never saw The Godfather until, like, June. Like, I watched the whole three-part thing, and I was, like, completely enthralled by it. I thought it was, like, one of the best pieces of cinema ever. Like, honestly, like, that was, like, it's out of control. But yeah, Uncut Gems is like the Godfather on a ton of caffeine.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna come out with titles like Jurassic Park or Terminator or something, and you got some straight up films.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know. I'm like not like I'm not like a Roger Ebert, but I really like watching I like watching movies that like I like watching movies that provoke thought a whole lot like recently. Cause like I think that like if I'm gonna sit down and watch something, I want to like gain something from it. I in the beginning of quarantine when I was a lot more like charged and like just like needed to do something, I would watch like a whole lot of like Tarantino movies and just like be like really 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 excited by like the gore, but now it's just kind of like, oh, I want to watch like just straight up meaningful films that make me think about my own self. It's weird.
No, it's awesome. It's why they make them.
Yeah, it's like it really goes to show when like just looking at something makes you think.